Welcome to the Idemitsu Super Turbo Thailand 2019 in Chang International Circuit in Buriram. Supported by Idemitsu engine oil and Hankook tyres, Three Crowns Racing hosts this unique competition for the third consecutive year, attracting some of Asia's top professionals as well as up-and-coming amateur racing drivers for 2 days of intense wheel-to-wheel battles. Joining forces with the Touring Car Series in Asia and Hong Kong Mini Challenge, this event brings together more than 152 cars in Buriram circuit. The Super Turbo Thailand 2019 series consists of 6 rounds over 3 weekends in Bira and Chang International Circuit, before a spectacular season's closing in December with the 10-hour Idemitsu 600 Super Endurance. Well established in the world of motorsports and with vast experience in racing, the series organisers have one big dream: to provide the opportunity to amateur drivers to get introduced to high-performance racing step by step, looking toward becoming professional, in a cost-efficient way and with top safety and organising standards for a fair competition. And it's not only Thai drivers who appreciate this opportunity, with motorsport enthusiasts and teams coming from Japan, India, Malaysia and Singapore.
In Singapore, we do not have a racing circuit, but I like racing and motorsports. And if you look around in Southeast Asia, for the various circuits and various competitions available, I think the Super Turbo Series is the one for me because the regulations and the competitive level fit what I'm targeting to achieve for myself. I love cars from a very young age, but because I come from Singapore, there was at the time no karting circuit. Part of the aim of the series is so that people don't have to spend so much money on racing other than driving a touring car or GT3 or TCR. You can have as much fun for less of a budget and be as competitive.
The main thing, just the organizer, they understand what we need. That is really important thing.
In every competitor and every people who compete in this event, you can feel the competitiveness and how they help improve each other.
No matter the model and modifications to your car, there are 8 different classes, ensuring there is room for all drivers, and also that the competition remains close but also fair. Cars are divided into different categories that consider chassis type, power and weight specifications. Super Turbo Thai is the class for the fastest and most advanced cars, followed by the D1, D2, D3 and D4 divisions, ordered from the fastest cars to the slowest. There's also a specific division for Japanese cars older than 20 years, the Japanese 20 Plus, and a class dedicated to pickup cars too, the Pickup. The Super Turbo Cup is not a men's-only business. The competition is enhanced by the Lady Cup, using the same rules as the Super Turbo Division 4, with natural aspirated engines. 15 female drivers will fight for the victory.
Super Turbo is the professional event, we can call that, because Super Turbo will gonna be prepare you before you go to the big event like Thailand Super Series, Toyota One Make Race or Super GT, some stuff like that. Then you have to be in this event to prepare before you going to be like the 100% racer. This Super Turbo event, I like feeling like I'm not alone to be lady racer in here, and I can enjoy the event like 100%. This event improved myself to try hard from the last position. Try to go into the top position, of course. And this event bring me from the top position to the last position also.
However, it's not just the Lady Cup where you can find women competing. The belief that motorsports are not ideal for women is antiquated and is being fiercely challenged. And even in one of the most competitive divisions, the D1, there are women fighting on an equal footing against their male rivals.
Super Turbo is a very fun and special event in Thailand, and it is a very big event. So by joining the Super Turbo has taught me a lot in terms of knowing the skills of improvement, in terms of driving skills and experience. I think every sport, men and women can do it, and especially in motorsport. Today's women becoming more popular in this sport, and I think it is a challenging sport for women, and it's how you improve yourself and prove yourself to men, because women usually get underestimated that oh, we don't drive very well, or we don't have that skill of driving. The thing I like the most in motorsport is that I kind of competing with myself first, because becoming the racing driver, I have to be working on a lot of practice. So without working toward myself, winning on myself first, I cannot challenge anyone else.
The Buriram International Circuit, known as the Chang International Circuit, opened in 2014 and is the first FIA Grade 1 and FIM Grade A circuit in Thailand, and currently has a 3-year commitment with the MotoGP.
The Super Turbo is our local event, but for this year, I think it's become bigger than last year because we have a lot of foreigner drivers like Hong Kong, Japan. I think this event will be gonna bigger than last year, and will be go to international for improve our local driver, make it better for the Thailand motorsport.
Round 3 started with relatively conservative racing, the drivers trying to keep their cars safe for the weekend. High-performance racing for 2 consecutive days is too intense, even for these cars. The drivers and their teams have to ensure that everything will work perfectly during the race.
My team, they support everything. It's not about the car mechanics, but they support us as a family.
Round 4 was even more intense, with neck-and-neck battles, pushing limits for both cars and drivers. The Super Turbo Thailand will be back on Buriram Circuit for rounds 5 and 6, where the 2019 season's winners will be judged. See you then.